few hours later, the Gray team and the police had a discussion about Suin's arrest. During this discussion, there was an argument between Junkyung and Chulman. Junkyung stated that Suin was no longer human because she had been attacked by a parasite that controlled Suin's body. But on the other hand, Chulman emphasized that Suin was still human because the X-ray test results showed that there were no parasites in Suin's body. There is a possibility that this oddity occurred because Suin was a variant type of parasitic human. But everyone involved in this discussion did not know the unique type of parasite Suin. As a result, to find a bright spot, Gray team officials planned to transfer Suin to headquarters for further research. Junkyung was sent to lead the process of transferring Suin, which will be carried out in the near future. Turning to Suin. Now he is being held in a special container in an unconscious condition. While during this condition, Suin communicates with the parasite that is in Suin's mind. At the beginning of this communication, Suin's parasite reveals that he deliberately cut off Suin's consciousness so that Suin does not feel the pain of the anesthetic effects of the Gray team. Suin's parasite then shows her sad childhood memories. So, it turns out that Suin was often mistreated by her father since Suin's mother left them and never returned in order to survive. Suin finally reported her father to the police. That's when Chulman was present to take action against Suin's father and save Suin's life. However, Suin was blasphemed by the people around her for having the heart to report her father to the police. After which, Suin managed to find her mother thanks to Chulman's help. But unexpectedly, Suin's mother kicked Suin out because she was happier living with her new husband. Since then, Suin has always felt alone. Knowing all this, Suin Parasite finally asked Suin to stop feeling alone because Suin now has a good person like Chulman who always cares about her. Meanwhile, Chulman began investigating Gangwoo to find out who the man who was with Suin really was. After knowing Gangwoo's profile, Chulman immediately went hunting for Gangwoo. It didn't take long for Chulman to finally catch Gangwoo when he was about to flee to another city. Then, while being detained by Chulman, Gangwoo stated that Chulman's colleague Wonseok was the one who killed Junkyung's husband. Chulman finally believed Gangwoo's statement. After Gangwoo confirmed that he was an eyewitness to this murder, Gangwoo also told all the facts about Suin as a variant-type parasitic human. As a result, Chulman now feels relieved because part of Suin is still human, but at the same time, Chulman is also worried about Suin's fate if he has been transferred to the Gray Team headquarters. In order to protect Suin, Chulman finally invited Gangwoo to free Suin from the container in exchange for Chulman. Protect Gangwoo in case of trouble. Gangwoo then accepted Chulman's invitation because he wanted to improve himself, who had been cowardly and useless. Long story short, Gangwoo finally managed to disguise himself as Gray Team personnel due to Chulman's direction. Then when Gangwoo approached the container where Suin was being held, Junkyung suddenly arrived to start the process of removing Suin early. Although unprepared, Gangwoo finally became the guardian of the Suin container on Junkyung's orders. Soon, the container truck finally left for the Gray Team headquarters, escorted by Junkyung and his men. Chulman also secretly followed the truck while accompanied by Wonseok. Then, during a traffic jam, the members of the Parasyte organization suddenly appeared and tried to attack the truck. It turns out that the Parasyte organization members were able to find out the truck's travel route because of information from the Wonseok. Jun Kyung ordered his team to protect the truck while exterminating the parasite humans who were targeting Suin, not staying silent. Jun Kyung finally also joined the battle so that this attack could be quickly stopped. Gray Team's battle against parasitic humans finally created a security gap that was successfully utilized by Gangwoo to free Suin. Sigapap Gangwoo took Suin away in his stolen car. Seeing this incident, Cholman immediately followed Gangwoo accompanied by Wonsok. When heading to a safe location, Suin decided to get out of the car because he suddenly felt the presence of parasite humans not far from there. At the same time, Wonsok suddenly changed direction and took Cholman to a quiet place. Wonsok finally admitted that he became a spy for the Parasyte organization because it was more profitable than working in the police. Wonsok then introduced Cholman to Hyukju, the head of the Parasyte organization. After learning of Wonsok's betrayal, Cholman immediately shot Hyukju repeatedly until finally Hyukju parasites were forced to come out to save themselves. Hyukju parasites then immediately cut off Cholman's head and managed to take over Cholman's body completely. Suin, who had just arrived at the location, was finally hit when he saw this tragic event. In order to avenge Cholman's death, Suin parasites immediately took control and tried to kill Hyukju. But after realizing that this was not the right time to finish off Hyukju, Suin parasites finally escaped along with Gangwoo. Shortly afterwards, the Gray Team and the police held an emergency meeting to discuss the failure of the Suin transfer mission. They concluded that the mission failure occurred because the Gray Team did not involve the police. And although the parasitic human attack in this mission was successfully stopped, this attack was recorded by a citizen's camera and eventually went viral. Now, the officials ordered the Gray Team to immediately eradicate the parasitic organization that had been based in the city. In addition to preventing panic in the community, this order was also given because in the city, a traditional music festival will soon be held, which will be attended by the mayor. After the meeting was over, Hyukju, the head of the Parasyte organization, who now took over the body of Cholman, discussed with Jun Kyung. Here, Hyukju successfully tricked Jun Kyung so that Jun Kyung did not realize that the Cholman he saw was being controlled by Hyukju. Due to the insistence of Hyukju and Wonsok, Jun Kyung finally has a plan to carry out an operation to eradicate the Parasyte organization, which will involve the cooperation of the Gray Team and the police. Hyukju then tells Jun Kyung about the location of an empty warehouse, which is the new headquarters of the Parasyte organization. Believing the information from Hyukju, Jun Kyung now begins to design a strategy to attack the warehouse. At the same time, Suin, who is still shocked by the death of Cholman, is looking for a safe place together with Gangwoo. Gangwoo finally invites Suin to hide at his best friend's house. Then, while resting with Gangwoo, Suin stated that she wanted to cooperate with Jun Kyung, even though Suin was wanted by the Gray Team. Even though Gangwoo forbade it, Suin remained firm in her stance until finally she went to meet Jun Kyung. Long story short, Suin and Jun Kyung finally met on the roof of the building. Suin deliberately kept her distance from Jun Kyung in anticipation if Jun Kyung attacked her. Suin then told all the truth about Cholman, Wonsok, and the operation to eradicate the parasitic human organization. This operation was designed as a trap to get rid of Jun Kyung and the Gray Team. Jun Kyung finally used his team to test whether Suin was telling the truth and taking sides with humans. Knowing this dangerous situation, the Suin parasite immediately got up and tried to escape. Due to the action of the Suin parasite, Junkyung finally canceled believing the Suin statement and still considered him an enemy. Not long ago, the Suin parasite escaped along with Gongwoo, who happened to be out of the house. At this moment, the Suin parasite, who is familiarly called Heidi, stated that he would sleep for 3 hours to recover his energy, which would be exhausted. Now, because Heidi will not be able to wake up during this sleep process, Heidi warned Gangwoo not to get involved in dangerous situations for the next 3 hours. A few minutes later, Gangwoo was contacted by his best friend Kisok, who is now being held captive by Kyunghee Gangwoo's brother, who has become a parasitic human, not wanting Kisok to be killed. Suin finally fulfilled Kyunghee's request to meet him. When Suin arrived at the location, Kyunghee stated that he was ordered to kill Suin because now the parasite organization considers Suin a threat. Realizing that Suin's parasite was inactive, Kyunghee finally took advantage of this opportunity to kill Suin. But fortunately, Kyunghee's attack was successfully stopped by Gangwoo when the situation was getting dangerous. Suin and Gangwoo finally managed to escape because of Kisok's sacrificial action, which successfully distracted Kyunghee's attention. On the way with Suin, Gangwoo contacted Junkyung. Gangwoo revealed the truth about Cholmin, Wonsok, and the extermination operation that had previously been conveyed by Suin. At the peak, Gangwoo also told her that Junkyung's husband was killed by Wonsok because she began to believe the truth. Junkyung advised Gangwoo to give a recording of their conversation to her confidant if later Junkyung died in the middle of the operation. After that, the operation to eradicate the parasite organization finally began. The Grey Team immediately attacked the parasite organization's new headquarters aggressively. In the same place, Hyukju, who pretended to be a Cheolmin, deliberately killed members of the parasite organization to avoid Junkyung's suspicion. A few minutes later, Junkyung informed the disturbance that the parasite extermination operation had succeeded. Now, Junkyung also thought that the only parasite human left to be exterminated was Suin. After that, we are also shown the past, which explains why exactly Wonsok wants to cooperate with Hyukju. So starting from a public report, Wonsok finally investigated the case of the disappearance of a priest and his wife. Wonsok then found this priest in his house in a condition already controlled by parasites, which we now know as Hyukju. Wonsok finally found the pastor's wife in her room in a dead condition due to Hyukju's attack. Not wanting to be killed by Hyukju, Wonsok decided to become his subordinate. Since then, Wonsok promised to always help Hyukju to fulfill his ambition, namely to become a parasite leading the human organization. Back to the present, Wonsok congratulated Hyukju because now he is getting more adept at pretending to be a Cholmin in return for Wonsok's help. Hyukju promised to help Wonsok become an official if Hyukju succeeded in taking over the ruling human body. Not long ago, Hyukju held a press conference related to the progress of exterminating parasitic humans in Namilgun City. Here, Hyukju stated that there were only 2 parasitic humans in this city, Suin and Kyunghee, to speed up the search process. Hyukju urged the public to immediately report to the police if they later found Suin or Kyunghee. After seeing the coverage of Hyukju's press conference, Suin finally realized that he and Kyunghee were now wanted by the police. On the other hand, Gangwoo considered that Hyukju's actions were aimed at luring parasites, Suin and Kyunghee, to come to the music festival so that later there would be a commotion. Well, according to the analysis of the disturbance, this commotion will be used to take over the body of the mayor, who happens to be attending the festival. Gangwoo was then suddenly contacted by Kyung-hee, who wanted to meet with Soo-in for some reason. Soo-in finally fulfilled Kyung-hee's request because he wanted to make Kyung-hee an ally to stop Hyuk-ju. Then, ahead of the meeting with Kyung-hee, Haiti and Soo-in's parasites took over the consciousness of their host in anticipation of an unexpected threat. After which, Haiti began to talk to Kyung-hee. Kyung-hee admitted that he wanted to kill Hyuk-ju because he had committed treason by killing members of the Parasite organization. Kyung-hee finally invited Haiti to work together to kill Hyuk-ju, because Hyuk-ju was now very difficult to defeat. While this tug-of-war situation was still direct, Kyung-hee managed to thwart Gangwoo's attack, who wanted to kill him. After there was a commotion, Haiti, Gangwoo, and Kyung-hee finally wanted to unite because they had the same interest in killing Hyuk-ju. Before he managed to take over the mayor's body, at night, Haiti contacted Jun Kyung to tell the truth, Chulmin and Hyuk-ju's evil plan. But Jun Kyung still does not trust Haiti, so he refuses to cooperate to kill Hyuk-ju. Shortly afterwards, Jun Kyung is ordered by the top brass of the Gray Team to carry out a new mission. Based on information from Hyuk-ju, the top brass of the Gray Team orders Jun Kyung to carry out an extermination operation in another city called the new headquarters of the Parasite organization. Then when Jun Kyung went to the location of the operation destination, he continued to ponder all the information from Haiti relating to Chulmin and Hyuk-ju. From this, Jun Kyung just realized that this operation was a trick of Hyuk-ju to keep Jun Kyung away from the festival so that Hyuk-ju could carry out his evil plans more easily. Once he realized Hyuk-ju's trick, Jun Kyung immediately left the operation and switched to the festival. A few hours later, the festival was finally held. During this event, the Wonsuk tried to approach the mayor while creating a gap so that Hyuk-ju could attack him freely. Because he had found a gap, Hyuk-ju finally started an attack to take over the mayor's body. At the same time, Jun Kyung and the Gray Team finally arrived at the festival. Once knowing Soo-in was at this festival, Jun Kyung chose to focus on hunting Soo-in while his team moved to find the mayor. Jun Kyung was then successfully defeated by Soo-in, who is now under Haiti's control. Haiti finally went without killing Jun Kyung so that Jun Kyung could believe that Haiti sided with humans. Meanwhile, Kyung-hee was busy fighting Hyuk-ju, who had now switched to using his parasitic form so that Hyuk-ju could move quickly and not be easily hit. At the same location, Gangwoo tried to protect the mayor from Hyuk-ju and Wonsuk attacks. Long story short, Hyuk-ju managed to kill Kyung-hee shortly after Kyung-hee apologized to Gangwoo for his crime. While there was a chance, Gangwoo immediately took the mayor away from the location for their safety. Hyuk-ju finally kills Wonsuk and takes over his body, considering that the parasite will die quickly if it does not have a host. After which, Hyuk-ju with Wonsuk's body moves again and manages to find the mayor. But in the end, Hyuk-ju is forced to let the mayor and Gangwoo escape because Haiti comes to fight Hyuk-ju. In the middle of Hyuk-ju's fight against Haiti, Jun Kyung finally arrives to help Haiti with his special weapon. Jun Kyung manages to kill Hyuk-ju, while Haiti manages to kill the Kyung-hee parasite while trying to take over Jun Kyung's body. After this fight ended, Haiti revealed that he saved Jun Kyung because he wanted to follow Soo-in's good nature, namely still helping people who had hurt him. before releasing control. Haiti advised Junkyung to always take care of Suin. After realizing the kindness of Suin in Haiti, Junkyung ordered his team to run Suin to the hospital. Junkyung finally declared Suin as a normal human being so that he would no longer be the target of the Gray Team. Sometime later, Suin finally recovered and carried out his activities as usual. After work, Suin chatted with Gangwoo in a warm atmosphere. At this moment, Gangwoo revealed that he was now a member of the Gray Team for financial reasons. Gangwoo also said that Junkyung opened up opportunities for Suin if he wanted to join the Gray Team. At the end of this meeting, Gangwoo gave Suin a letter previously written by Heidi. Now in this letter, Heidi again asked Suin to stop feeling alone because he now has two good friends who can be relied on, namely Gangwoo and also Junkyung. Heidi's letter finally made Suin able to smile after a long time. Meanwhile, Junkyung got acquainted with a reporter specializing in parasitic human information. And this reporter turned out to be a man from Japan named Shichi Izumi. And the series Parasyte, The Gray, was finally finished. That was the end of the story of the series Parasyte, The Gray. Hopefully, friends understand the storyline this time and see you in the next storyline.